Assalamu alaikum all. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joke. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it every time you come back when I have a new video on my channel. So today's video is about how to approach sex education for children. Let's not deceive ourselves that children are not already being exposed to it, even if we don't want them to be. We know that because of the level of information out there for children these days on internet, children as young as 10 or maybe even younger are already being exposed to things of sexual nature. How do we then make sure that we are controlling what they watch or what they hear or what they see? My hope is that when I discuss it on here today, it is an opportunity to generate a conversation within your homes, how to approach it with your kids. You know how best to approach this topic with your own child or children. So it's just my way of prompting you to go and have this conversation with them. I'm not here to tell you how to do it, but I'm here to tell you that it is important when you have a child of a certain age, you have to have that conversation with that child. Children of primary school age, we are aware of dangers that are out there, and we cannot pretend that they are not out there. And we know as well that children from this age are already being exposed to all sorts. Their tablets to play games. They have friends at school. They have friends at masjid. We do not know the level of exposure those children have within their homes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created sex, so we should be able to discuss it positively with our children. This is a topic that from generations before us was never discussed with children. The education is left to children to just figure things out themselves. We're not children, obviously, when they get older to that age, and then we find that when they get to marriage age, those children that have lived a very sheltered life, that have not been exposed in whatever way to this, have no clue how to have sex or how to make babies even when they're having sex. Unfortunately or fortunately, this is a job that parents have to do. We all have to learn how to do it the right way. We have to do our best to make sure that this education, this very important education that Islamically is only allowed within the confines of a marriage, is given to our children in the best possible way. Sex is an act of worship. So I hope you use that to remind yourself that it is something we all need to discuss with our children. We teach our children how to cook, clean, and other basic life skills that we know will be very important and useful to them. We don't leave them to the internet or other forms of educational method to get the learning from. So why are we not talking about this? We need to find a way to positively relay this information to our children. Inshallah, I will try and see if I can find some Islamic books that cover this for children. If I do, I will link them below in the description box. So please remember to check that out, and hopefully you'll find some resources there. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you think this topic I'm discussing is very useful. You want to be sure that what your children are exposed to are the right sort of information. Do not be deceived that because your child goes to an Islamic school, they are not exposed to the wrong kind of education. You can only do your best. Do not forget that our children are an amana on us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to make sure that we raise them in the best possible way. We cannot cite ignorance as reason why we don't let our children be the best they can be Islamically. No matter how much value is placed on having a degree having a good job or whatever. These Islamic knowledges are very vital also. They are our key to Jannah. So let's not neglect our duties of being the absolute best parents we can be to our children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all aright. The way you trust only yourself as a good driver on the motorway is the way you should treat your parenting skills when your children are going out there mixing with other children. This is not saying other parents are terrible parents. This is saying that you need to make sure that even though your children are mixing in the right environment with the right kind of kids, that you are also imparting the right sort of knowledge to your own children. And inshallah, hopefully, when they go out there and they're discussing with other, because kids are always going to talk about these things when we think they're not out talking about this. So inshallah, when you've given them the right information and education around sex, whenever this topic of conversation crops up between them and their classmates or friends, they are able to then give them the positive aspects of it that they have learned from you, have given your child or children the right Islamic education around sex. Remember to click on the like button if you are enjoying this video. Also, share with somebody you think would benefit from this video. There are some important education that we must not leave to people to teach our children. And in my opinion, sex comes highly ranked in that list of things. Please do not leave that education to somebody else, maybe on the internet or on the school playground, to teach your children what they need to know. And also, we have to remember that it has to be age appropriate. Being out there these days is very, very scary sometimes, with the exposure to different forms of information is so overwhelming. So the only thing you can do about that is making sure you start a conversation with your child or children, know what they know about it already, and come into them from an Islamic point of view. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this parenting job easy for every single one of us. Thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope you have learned one or two things. If you have, please remember to give me a like. Don't forget to share with somebody else. And also, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Thank you very much for watching this video today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.